I feel bad for action fans, not because of this movie. If you're an action fan, go and see this movie. But I feel bad because this movie came out during opening weekend for Wicked. I went to go see this movie today, and it was in one of the smallest auditoriums because all the big auditoriums have Wicked in it. So just give you a heads up, if you're a big action fan, you want to go see this movie in a theater, you're probably going to get a tiny auditorium. Sisu, Road to Revenge, is about a man returns to dismantle his family's house where they were murdered in war to rebuild it elsewhere. I apologize if I say the director's name wrong, but his name is Jalmari Helander. He also directed the first Sisu movie, and now we're talking Sisu, Road to Revenge. Now, I did review that first movie a couple years ago, and I'm alone on this boat. I was not a fan of that first movie. I know, a lot of people gave me crap for it, but I love action movies. I love John Wick, Mission Impossible franchise, Terminator. I mean, there are so many action solo movies. I love a good action movie. But that first movie was it wasn't for me, okay? And so I thought about not even seeing this movie, but everyone deserves a second chance. And with a sequel, it could be better than the first one. So I gave it a chance, and I'm here to tell you, this is much better than the first one. It is. Story-wise, this is much better. But I am not a fan of this movie. It's not for me. I am not a Sisu guy. It's made it very clear 2 times now. If they make a third one, I might not even see it. But we do have positives to talk about. First things first, like I said, the story to this movie, to me, is so much more better than the first one. This one, to me, felt very much a personal story to our main character who doesn't talk. He has a side character, and that is a dog. That's the best character in the movie. But with this movie, he's dismantling his family's home to basically move it out of the war zone until he runs into Stephen Lang, who has a connection with him, which I won't spoil, about his past. And so that makes it a more motivational to kill one of another. He also has his house literally on the back of his truck just to move it elsewhere. And that's what the movie starts off with. And for an hour and 30 minutes, you get exactly what you did from the first one with a ton of just big action. So like I said, the story to me is much better. I connected with more characters. I connected with Stephen Lang in this movie. I think the movie did a really good job hitting emotional beats to care about these characters more than just, hey, we have cool action, which they do, but you can care a lot about the story, which I really admire. I admire that a lot. Big step up from the first one. Also, this movie is filmed really well. There is some green screen CGI blood that I'm not a fan of, but you can tell a lot of work was put into this movie because making a movie is hard. Making an action movie is even harder. And this movie involves a truck action scene, a plane, a train. I mean, it is insane how much times there is just movement on these action scenes. I bet that was so hard to do, to prep, to produce. I mean, good job to everyone who worked on this production team. The director of this movie, I've heard, he's going to direct the next Rambo movie. Even though I'm not a fan of either one of these movies, I can say I feel confident in this guy directing a Rambo movie with the right script. Because this movie proves to me with the right script and this director, a lot of good can be done. But that is where we get more into my issues. The movie's filmed really well. I appreciate it. For action fans, you can really enjoy this movie. But my major problem with the first one was it just felt like a cartoon. It was so over the top. They try to double that in this movie, and I could not get into it. And I know a lot of people be like, you're not a real action fan. Just turn your brain off. You didn't get it. You know what? That's so fine. If you go and see this movie and you had a ton of fun, it's better than the first one. It's one of my favorite movies of the year, which happened with the first one. That's cool. For me personally, I couldn't get into it. It's way too cartoonish. There are just so many moments I'm like, that's just stupid. I'm sorry. I can't turn my brain off because I don't know. Maybe it's just the style of this movie, the grungy darkness of this movie. To me, it just doesn't match it. There are literal scenes I'm like, that's physically, that physics can't comprehend what just happened. I just couldn't get into it. I could not get into it. I like more action movies to have some type of ground. Every action movie that feels cartoonish or over the top, I'm not usually a fan of. I know The first Grindhouse movie, Planet Terror, that movie is like an over-the-top action movie. I don't like it. Like, I'm not a fan of it. There's a ton of action movies that just feel like Looney Tunes, but in live action and gory. I'm not a fan of that, okay? I'm sorry. That's just, it's not for me. But if you are, then you are going to enjoy this movie. It's only an hour and like 30 minutes long, so it flies by. It's just a movie that I can appreciate that they took a major step in the story for this one. I appreciate just the production. It looks nice. A lot of hard work was put into this movie, and they do a lot of crazy stuff that a lot of people are going to like. Me personally, it's just not my cup of tea, and I don't even like tea. So, I'm not a fan of the first one. I'm not a fan of this one. I'm done with the Sisu franchise. If they make a third one, I probably won't watch it. I'm going to give Sisu Road to Revenge a C. Again, this is just really my opinion, and that's all my reviews. It's just my opinion. It's just how I see movies, and if I like them or not. But guess what? You can go see this movie, and you can have a lot of fun. I guarantee you, most people are going to enjoy this movie more than me. For me personally, I just was not into it, okay? But it was better than the first one. Much better than the first one, in my opinion. So anyway, guys enjoyed this movie review. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.